Hi, Cancer. Welcome to weekly energy check-in for all things Cancer. So, my Venus is in Cancer, and I just don't think I could have picked a better place to have my Venus. And if you believe in reincarnation and that we plan and chart our courses before we get to this Earth school, you believe I did. In fact, personally picked putting my Venus in Cancer. Everything you need to know about me is below in the description of this video, including how to get a personal reading with me. Just grab my email. I'm running a sale right now. I have a couple of slots left. I had 5, I'm down to 2 of 60-minute readings asking whatever you want to ask for $100 US. So hit me up by email if you want to do that. We do it just like this. Or if you like privacy and being anonymous, you can go to psychicsource.com. I am Laura there, and my extension is 6150. We can chat by phone, and we have message. So, and then they also have video, but a little more privacy, especially if you desire a reading with me, but you don't want me to know who you are. I still might know. But it is what it is. We just don't have to talk about that. I know. Um, please assist YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know and how you will get more Cancer readings. And in turn, this very important Cancer reading will get pushed out to other Cancers. That's my dog. She has hectochromia, so she has one blue eye and one brown eye. There's nothing wrong with your device. She just saw a little truck go past. Isn't she beautiful? You're the prettiest one. Sorry. Um, yeah, so you will get more Cancer readings, and then this will get sent out to others. And I like when you guys interact with me, and I love knowing um, the real hot tea when you spill it in the comments if you want to. Uh, please assign genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and tarot is all about the fool's journey and the evolvement of and evolution of energy along that journey. If you want to find out more about that, you can Google it. There's long and short versions on YouTube about it, or you can reach out to me for coaching. If you don't like shuffling and boring parts, you can fast forward. And if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that's okay. You really don't want some of them. I promise you, especially some from this week. Seems like everybody's fighting with everybody. So, in pre-shuffle, the bottom of the deck, I got the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is about celebrations, get-togethers. It can be going and meeting people for drinks. You will not find this definition when you research definitions of the card, but in the streets, it's known as the third party card. And then if you're like me and you have triplets, this shows up for my triplets a lot. Kind of funny, right? Okay, so we'll see if this means anything. Let's get into it. That was your pre-shuffle off of the deck. Please share with me. So, this week. on the deck. So we have the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is about options and making decisions. And typically, when we see this card, the cups are filled with different things. Some of them are gross and icky, like snakes and lizards, and the other ones are fun and great, like jewels and money. And then some of them are just like, what is that? So this card's a little different. It's just got uh, just different types of light in it. There is a very F around and find out connotation with this card, which is like pick, or life and other people are going to pick for you, because everybody on the planet has options and has choices, and they are making them just like you. So if you do not make your decision and choice quickly, um, the world might end up picking it for you, because everybody else around you on planet Earth, on the Earth School, is making their choices and they've got options. Now, this is also one of those cards, the same like the Three of Cups, where there's some street stuff for it, and it's about options and wanting to keep your options open. So, this with the Three of Cups, let's see what comes out. You or them wanting to keep their options open, Cancer. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. The overall energy you're in right now is the Emperor. Good job. The Emperor is the embodiment of all the kings. So the King of Swords, Wands, Cups, and Pentacles. He is also the masculine energy in the twin flame journey. He's the divine masculine. I'm the twin flame coach. If you want to reach out to me for that, just snag my email. He could be Aries, doesn't have to be. He is about stability. He's very positive affirmation for business and career. Very positive affirmation if you want a committed relationship or to get married. Um, Stability, leadership. He's the man. The man. Okay, so now in your difficulties, we have the High Priestess. And so the High Priestess is all about intuition, um, the higher dimensions, secrets, keeping secrets, the secrets within, inner knowing, so, and purity. So when you're having difficulties, you're either, she like represents anybody that's like a tarot reader or a healer or anything along, clear, any of us in the spectrum. Okay, so when you're having difficulties with her, you're either having issues with the person like me or with gifts, um or you're not listening to your intuition. um Maybe some secrets are getting out, things like that. In the past, you have the Sun. So the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck, the most joyful card in the deck. It's about illumination. It is a Leo card because Leo is the Sun sign. Also, in your recent past, you have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a fire sign, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius doesn't have to be just someone that embodies this energy. He is known as the Casanova Knight. He can be here for a good time, but not a long time. He's very passionate, has a lot of energy. He comes in and gets stuff done with a lot of passion. Okay, so this could be a double Leo card, just something illuminated by a Leo or a message about a Leo, because the knights can be messengers. You might have had some spicy time with a Leo, or you want, or yeah, you would have had it because it's a new past. So, or that was illuminated, the fact that you did. Okay. Your goals is a Six of Pentacles. So, this card represents reciprocity, equal give and take. So you either desire something equal and reciprocal, or you want to give to somebody. Your desire is to give. Okay. So in the near future, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling. So juggling two partners, going back and forth on an idea, going back and forth on a partner or another partner, going back and forth on one job or another job, or it can be just having a lot on your plate in your life, being like a circus. However, however, we have we started with the Three of Cups, then the Seven of Cups showed up, then the In and Out Knight, and the Juggler. There's You cannot deny there's either a third party situation going on here, Cancer, or a desire for a third party situation. And we will even get even further into that in a second. So, your energy is the Knight of Swords. He is the fastest moving knight in the deck, just a tiny bit faster than him. Okay, air, fire. So this, I mean, it's your energy, Cancer, but normally it would be an air sign. So like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He can be so brutal. He can be very brutish and speak plain and not really care whose feelings he hurts in the process. Um, and he is so fast and he's about taking action and he's very impulsive. All right. Friends, family, coworkers, even the Seven of Wands. So it's either being defensive or having to defend yourself. Sometimes this card can be associated with having the upper hand. You can kind of see he's above everybody else while he's fighting them. So you, in a fight or an argument or a separation, you might be defending yourself or actually have the upper hand in the situation. Take what resonates. Your guidance is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Pentacle suit is the loyal, stable, and committed suit. She is always married and pretty much always a mom. For clarification in readings, she is the wife or the person you would associate with the long-term relationship. So she's very abundant, very nurturing, incredibly stable. So, my darling Cancer, with these two cards being beside each other, you're juggling the long-term relationship right now. You're juggling the person that you've been with for quite a while that people either see as your committed person, whether you are actually married or not married. Or you can be going back and forth on if this Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn, because they're Earth sign, is a good match for you and a good long-term commitment. Like you're trying to make that decision. And you're just kind of like going back and forth, or a person that embodies this energy. You're just like going back and forth, trying to decide, is this the one? Is she the one? Is she the one I want to commit to? Okay. Outcome, Four of Pentacles. So the Pentacles are all about this. The Four of Pentacles is about hanging on. It can be about keeping things close to your chest. In the negative way, it can be about greed. So hanging on, holding on, keeping things close to your chest, possibly greed, um, stubborn. A little bit of a block here. So just take what resonates with that and the outcome. With these being beside each other, and your goal is supposed to be to give. Now, he can be associated with penny pinching. I do get him when I'm saving for something or really trying to like keep everything really tight and under control monetarily. So it could be, you're hanging on to some cash and you really should let some of it go. You really need to share. Like you really aren't sharing either your time or your resources, and you really, really should invest in some sort of reciprocal situation, right? And it could be that you're going back and forth on possibly considering sharing your time, money, and resources to get into something committed or with this person, or you're going back and forth on if you really want to hang on to this person or not. So we are going to definitely get some clarity on if this is a person as well, and or if it's just you having a trouble listening to your intuition, making all this decision, this big decision about somebody you might want to commit to. Okay, so let's just take a look. Let's see what is going on here for you. Okay. Big decision. I get it. It's like so, well. If you wanted to know, this is a soulmate connection. Okay. So if you felt like you you were like, this just feels like a spiritual connection. I just don't know. And you really are more of the cerebral type, even though he doesn't use his cerebellum properly uh, all the time. Uh, you would have a little bit of a challenging time listening to your intuition on this situation about it being a spiritual connection. So I can see how that might be difficult, and especially if you're used to like whipping your wand out. Your cerebral and 1D. Very fast guy, person, human, or you're dealing with one. This is in fact a soul connection, so that's some clarity for you. That was in fact a question that you were not able to deduce. All right, on the horizon, summertime. So this past summer was significant, or the future summer will be significant, or something about summer is significant. Okay, you are a Cancer. Soul journey. So this is like a twin flame connection or any kind of higher level soul connection. You are definitely on a journey, at a minimum, to learn how to use your intuition, for sure. Okay, that is a part of it. Empathy overload. Yeah, so if you're looking more brainy and 1D, suddenly using emotions can be overwhelming. Community. So some type of group like friends, family, co-workers have something to do with this. It's going right under summertime. And then time apart is going under soul journey. So if you've been separated, and he can kind of mean separate arguments, fights, separation. You've been on some time apart. This has been probably soul journey for both of you on this connection. And, you know, sometimes people have to separate to kind of get themselves together, right? When you have just this like outpouring of emotion, or, you know, sometimes when these connections happen, it's like no matter what, like if it's a friend or whatever, you feel like you've known them forever and it just clicks into place. And then for some people, even though it's perfect, it might be too perfect, and that's really overwhelming for them, and experience emotions is overwhelming. And then if they are also getting downloads and intuitive things and signs happening at the same time, it can be a lot. That's a big awakening, um, for a lot of people, especially if they haven't been accustomed to kind of using their intuition, uh, maybe like their whole life, and all of a sudden, in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, all this stuff is happening. Like, what is that? You know, that's a lot for people to process, because not everybody's had it since birth, right? So there could be another spiritual awakening about to happen, because another empathy overload might be on the horizon here. And that could be closer to summer, maybe not, or that happened in this past summer. There's definitely a community um, that might have had some involvement with this time apart. So friends, family, coworkers, just in people's, in their ear, your person's ear, your ear, whatever it was that also caused this time apart. So that could be a lot of what all this overwhelm, like this is overwhelmed. Okay. So you can feel overwhelmed, definitely, um, during a spiritual awakening, especially if you haven't heard of anything like that before, you haven't seen anything like that before, and all of a sudden this is happening, and you're having to find these answers on your own and figure it out on your own, because everybody around you is more the cerebral type as well, or just flat out gremlin. Um, so yeah, community could have been chat, like a bunch of chatter that caused this separation. So in the separation, thankfully, y'all have been on a soul journey, and you and or your person have been back and forth. Like, you have been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. Okay. So for sure, let's see what their side of this is. Okay. Please share. Cancer. What are Cancer's person? What are Cancer's person? Significant feelings. Share with me. Front of the day. Passion, insane chemistry, sparks, having fun, equal is interest, running desire, right? La, da, la, the, la, That's this for sure, for sure, for sure. And it was either eliminated in the past that this happened, or you hit it and quit it with Leo. Let me know. All right. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light. Things coming to light. Thank you for the clarification, Spirit. So, did everybody find out you got naked with Aaliyah or somebody? Something happened. Something happened. All right. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependency. So, they or you are in chase mode, maybe possibly some codependency. The runner chaser dynamic is on the twin flame journey. I don't think anybody likes that part of the story too much anymore, you know. And it's like not the best part of it. Fair days, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. So you had this or you're going to get to have this where they enjoyed this with you when it was just you and them and nobody else, no chatter, no voices, no opinions, when it was just you and them with zero noise. It was very beautiful. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building a friendship. So this is not just passion, it's also like a good friendship, which is probably why it feels so amazing, because it's a soul connection. There's that instant bond, whether you like it or not. There's a lot of passion here, and it's a friendship on top of it. Like, this is beautiful. Beautiful. The snake, competition, and the enemy, the other woman, look over your shoulder. So, we have seen that there's a third party here. We started with the Three of Cups, which can also be community. It's also a third party situation. This card is about options. You can be a cheater, pumpkin eater. I just think with his wands, right? We have juggling. And then not only was it juggling, it was juggling the committed, possibly the committed partnership, and you being an incredibly impulsive energy. So there's no hiding here, my baby, baby, baby. There was stuff going down, and it wasn't just in the DM. You were really going down. Okay. One more card. That the relationship is over, no second chances, growing um, transformation. What's dead is dead. So that is so snake went over the chaser, the coffee cup went over dragonfly, I had to rearrange it, and then um death is going over paradise. So, some snake could have come up in this garden and really, really messed things up here and got in your ear or your person's ear and just completely ruined the honeymoon phase of whatever was going on. And it set off the runner chaser dynamic and put you guys in separation because you or them listened to the words in the streets instead of what is going on with each other, which is an actual, it's a soul connection. Okay, this also means spiritual connection. Dragonflies are spiritual. It was about, you know, illumination, and you guys have this passionate energy going on that is also a really good friendship. And people do not understand these things. This is not a cerebral connection. This is not an analytical connection. You cannot put pieces together and make this work. There is higher level, fifth dimension, third and above telepathic communication going on in this, which a lot of people do not believe in. And you basically don't believe in it unless it happens to you. Okay. And so trying to speak to people about this kind of connection, they'll treat you like you need to be locked up or something. And so a snake got in the garden and they got in between you, could have been just one or multiple, and it ended it and put it in separation. But this is a high one. It's high. It's a higher level soul connection. It's a soul connection and it's high. Eggs and bacon. Okay, what do we got to say? What are they going to say? What do they got to say? Please, Spirit. These are just jumping out of my hands. Spirit, please. Person. Say cancer. Deck. Let's work things out. Okay. I find you incredibly attractive. Yeah, that's all over here. The passion and the hotness. The hotness is all over this. I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all of the things going on in my life. This is definitely an overwhelmed card. Like, this can be jealous and possessive. Amen. Yes, they are. If you want to go Google this card, this is one thing that I forgot about this card. It's possessive outcome. You know, you you and them both. Okay, you and them both. Twin flame. Aw. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and your initial energy out was the Emperor, right? And then we had the runner chaser dynamic going on in here. I won't pull it out like I've got a big old mess starting here. So we've had multiple, like it's soul connection is all the way across this reading. I have sexual fantasies about you. They want to say that a lot. This is coming out a lot. So you must have really backed it up good, baby. Oh my God, soulmate. Y'all need to find each other. Get it done. Seal it up. Log it down. Work it out. Come come back for them. Come get them. This is a spiritual connection. Okay, whether you want to see it as a twin flame, higher level, it's a or a soulmate or a soul connection. Um, I don't know what else to do. Like it's like every one of the sets of cards have this in here for you. So the Emperor is the masculine energy in the twin flame. She is, the Empress is all about the earth plane, and the Empress is his divine counterpart usually, but she's the spiritual realm. So she's also a divine feminine. Okay. Um, well, if you were on the fence and you couldn't figure it out, here's your sign. Okay. So go find them, go work things out with them. Get it done. Get it done. You guys enjoy each other, obviously. All right. Um, get you one single significant piece of advice to take you throughout the rest of the week. Telling myself not to say my jokes. They are funny, but please share with me what's one single piece of advice a Cancer can take. Spirit, what is one single overall advice Cancer can take? I don't even think I've seen this. A chance to grow. You can screenshot it or zoom in on it, whatever you want to do. It's really a pretty card. Every circumstance is a chance for you to practice being the person you truly want to be. Well, we've had a lot of information come out about a community, a group of people having an opinion. Like it came out in the pre-shuffle, it came out in the Oracle deck, and there was one more, one or two more. So, you can do this. Life is your life. It's not everybody else's in the world's life. It's not your mom's life. It's not your friend's life. It's not your coworker's life. It's not anybody else's life. It's yours, and you're the one that has to atone for it at the end of the day. And it's that thing. It's like everybody around them, you is making decisions, and they have choices. And if there's something you want, and you want this soul connection, and you're gonna let it go in this lifetime because of chatter or people's opinions, um, that's gonna be on you when you let a community get in the way, and snakes and gremlins cause you to separate, and ignore your intuition on this soul connection that's quite frankly in alignment, and you want to work it out. So tell the peanut gallery, tell the peanut gallery to shut their soup coolers. Okay, that's my official opinion on the matter. That's what I got for you, Cancer. Um, if you would like a personal reading with me and take advantage of the sale, grab my email from below. Otherwise, hit me up on Psychic Source. Please help and assist YouTube and the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes. It gets you more Cancer readings, and it gets this important soul connection message out to other Cancers. And I want to know the tea. Have a great week.